Hello folks, and welcome to today's video. I'm your host Jim Carr, and today I'm going to show you how you can very quickly and very cheaply check the coil on your small engine and eliminate any question whether your coil is good or bad. So stick around, you're going to want to watch this and check it out. Okay, so basically this is your small engine coil. Not all of them will be the same, but a lot of them, especially on your steel products, the coils are going to look very, very similar to this. And there's a lot of aftermarket coils that are going to be the same and going to look the same. Now, one thing for sure is that if you don't have spark coming from this coil, your motor is not going to run. So what you need to do is follow these very simple steps to very quickly check your small engine and see if you have a bad coil or just a faulty wire. You don't need any gauges or anything. It's just simply unplugging a wire. Okay, so what we have here is a steel BG85 leaf blower. And the customer brought this in because he felt that it wasn't running correctly and then it just died on him and had no spark at all. So he's changed spark plugs several times and that wasn't the issue. So what I want to show you here is that on this particular unit, you have two wires here, and if you can see them, that come down and go to the coil itself. One of these is your ground wire and the other one is the key switch wire. Sometimes they make a pass through. This wire here is the ground and it passes up through the switch and comes to this other wire on the other side of the coil, which in turn makes a circuit that kills the coil. Now, on some coils like this one here, you have only one plug because the wire from the switch, one wire is grounded to the motor and the other wire coming from the switch to kill the engine goes to this right here. Now, if you shouldn't have any spark on your motor when you turn it over, okay, let me put this plug in here real quick. All you need to have is a little jumper cable. There's several different ways you can test this. You can hold it with a screwdriver, but basically if you just put the ground wire there and you ground it someplace on the motor and you turn it over, you should have spark. Okay, as you can see on this right here, okay, there is no, as you can see, we have no spark at all on that plug. So what we want to do next is we want to unplug the kill switch wire from the coil to see if we have any spark at all. And if we do have spark, what that tells us is that there's a problem in the wiring, okay? And you're going to want to trace this wiring from the ground all the way back and maybe even replace your kill switch, because your kill switch could be the issue, could be just shorting out. All right, we still have no spark. Now that tells me that probably this coil is bad. So I'm going to go ahead and change it and see what happens and see if that works. Now there's several ways that you can check your coil to see if you're getting spark. There's several different types of spark plug checkers out there. You have this kind, which is more of an automotive checker, but it will work. And what happens is there's a little neon bulb in here that will light up should your coil be good. Then you have another one that's used a lot with a lot of small engines, is this one right here. And it has an adjustable spark gap, so you can increase the gap between the ground and the electrode right here to be able to see the spark. Which one do I like best? Either one works really good. So we're going to hook one end of this to the ground And the other end just simply plugs into the coil itself. Now, let's give it a whirl and see what happens. I'm going to set that, see if the camera can pick it up. No spark. That tells me that that coil is probably bad. Now, by hooking this up, I'm going to ground this right here. Because I may not be getting sufficient ground where I was at. I want to check all the different avenues here and make sure that, you know, I'm not having an issue that I'm not finding. Now we'll try it again. Still no spark. All right, so that tells me that this coil here is probably bad and I'm going to need to change it. Now, if you use this type of spark plug tester, you don't have to remove the spark plug from the engine. All you do is plug this into one side of your wire that comes from your coil, and the other side will plug into the top of the spark plug, and then you'll be able to see the spark right here. Okay, so there you have it, a quick, easy, effective way to check your coil on your small engine. Just remember the few basic things that I told you. The coil must be grounded, okay? And there must not be a short between the input wire, which comes from generating spark from your flywheel. There must not be any shorts between this wire, the switch, and back to ground. If you unplug one wire that comes from the switch and you have spark, that's going to tell you that the problem is between the wire you unplugged, the switch, and the ground. Somewhere in there you've got a short, okay? If the motor runs and won't shut off when you hit the switch, that tells you that you have an open in one of these wires from the coil. Now, the flywheel turns and generates a magnetic pulse to the coil, and that causes the spark. The only thing that kills the coil is the shut-off switch or a dead short. So if that occurs anywhere and you don't have a spark, then this coil is bad. All right, well, I hope this helps you out on your next little adventure right there. If you happen to have a problem with a small engine where there's no spark, it's a very simple thing that you can check yourself. All you need to do is take your pull cover off and then find a way to turn your flywheel over and check things the way they're supposed to be checked. I hope you enjoyed this video. If this video was help to you, please check out this other video that we have here, which is a video on how to check out your marine engine if you don't have spark on it. I'm your host, Jim Carr from Carolina Outdoor Adventures TV. Please like, share, and comment on this video. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will contact you back and try to help you out of your situation. Thanks for watching the video. We'll see you again in the next video.